Now, mtazamaji, allow me to diverge you into one of the stories that are currently coming up in the country. As we speak about the Republic of Kenya budget year 2024, 2025, 2026, we are all coming up to with one conclusion that the government of the day will do everything in their power to ensure that the truth about the finance bill year 2025 is not going to see the light of the day. And the reason I'm telling you this, I want you to listen to one KIMANI before we proceed to the news that I am coming to share with you.
Thing that happened last year is likely to happen this year if we do not stem this thing in the bud as early as now. Because as the leader of minority says, it is true. There are people who are propagating the lie that there is already a finance bill in the house with all manner of taxes. And you know, Honorable Speaker, where I come from, there's a saying that goes that
now that is KIMANI Ichungwah. And what is KIMANI Ichungwah trying to tell us? That the finance bill here 2025 has not yet been tabled in the floor of the House. But let's agree with one thing. Yes, it hasn't been tabled. But the reason why they are not coming to vote on the finance bill nor make the bills on the finance bill here 2025 public is because they know that a lot of Kenyans are really awaiting on what this finance bill will entail. Remember, the finance bill year 2024 was a document that it was just a rumor that we had had. We were all under the illusion of what President William Ruto and his cocoons were purporting. Now, when idiotic brains like Akina Karen Nyamo became the voices of what would or of what was entailed in the finance bill year 2024, like the taxation on sanitary pads, the taxation on different things in the country, including bread and all that. That is when now everybody woke up. The sanitation of diapers. That is when everybody was like, wait a minute. You mean they are going to do this? It's about time we hit the street. And that gave birth to one of the historic revolution of this republic. Now, if there is one thing that this republic or this regime can never ever dare again, is make sure that the finance bill official document and how the taxation will be done is in public. Let me tell you, they're trying to censor us. Why am I saying they're trying to censor the information that comes out? I want you to listen to one a former women representative of Murang'a County. That is Honorable Sabina Chege. Today, while Sabina Chege was speaking, she made some certain statement that really caught our attention. Nataka msikize.
You have an advantage of now the social media, which is both an advantage and disadvantage. So when misinformation goes out there, before you go out and say, no, this is not the correct one, it is already gone. It's too late. Yeah. So, for instance, now I've already seen people doing videos, and I think we need to regulate, or maybe, the social media, and not in a bad way. Because when you deliberately go out there to give false information, either to get likes or to get a following, you see, it is sad. I even saw, I was trying to look for this play, The Echoes of War. Yeah. And when I went on YouTube, there were so many echoes of war, but that was not it. Because somebody wants to take advantage of a situation.
Now that is Sabina Chege speaking about regulating the information that finds its way to the public through social media. What is the ideology of regulation and censoring social media? I mean, if it's not for social media, we wouldn't have had the Gen Z revolution that we had in the 2024 during the anti-finance bill here, 2024. So what is she telling us? And what is KIMANI Ichungwah telling us? They are clearly telling us that never again will the finance bill ever see the light of the day. The document will be debated on in the floor of the House, passed, but it won't be publicized. I mean, the proceedings won't be live as they were. Are we together? Come to look at it in this manner. They're telling us that it is misinformation and propaganda that is spread, like currently how we are being told on the taxation and how it will be done. Yet they're telling us that Finance Bill year 2025 has not yet been drafted nor passed. Are we together? But come to think of it. They told us that we were misinformed in regards to Adani. Are we together? They told us that we were misinformed. They told us that we were misinformed on the taxation in regards to housing levy. Now they're telling us that we are misinformed on the 18% VAT that is going to be imposed through the 2025 finance bill. Remember, in the 2024 and the previous finance bill that we have been using a 15% VAT. Now it is supposed to be increased to 18%. Yet hizi vitu wanatuambia ni propaganda tu, mnasikia hamna ukweli popote. But truth be told, these people always comes out from hiding. They know how to cloud the truth with the statement of purporting that it is propaganda and misinformation that we are being fed. But the truth is that we know that though it is allegations that are being made online, they always come to pass. Tukaona Adani, if it's not for the government of the United States censoring or issuing an arrest warrant on Adani Gutami, we would have had Adani taken up our airport, the energy, the Kentraco, and the medical sector in the country, if it was not for the US. Yet the president was kazi yake ni kusifu Adani, kuosha Adani. Same thing. Currently, wanatuambia finance bill year 2025, they are doing every consideration to make sure that that document favors every Kenyan. But it's a matter of wait and see. That document, they will make sure they censor how it finds its way to the public. Tuko pamoja. I have listened to KIMANI Ichungwah, and I can clearly tell you that the finance bill year 2025 has already been decided. It's just a matter of passing it mwezi wa sita ukifika, because that is when we are read our financial budget. Are we together? Tell me what you think about the upcoming finance bill and what it is supposed to entail. Kwa sababu I've already seen some hashtags, hashtag reject finance bill year 2025. Nataka kusikia maoni yako. Tuungane katika video zetu zijazo. Hii ni The Kenyan Daily Report.